So I want us to look at the issues to do with the sequence and series. Yeah. Basically, we're going to look at two things. There's what we call arithmetic progression and geometric progression. But I want to start with geometric progression. And because these things, they do come in both paper 1 and paper 2, right? So, under geometric progression, basically, this is a sequence. And when we look about it, when we talk about geometric progression, hello?
Hello? Yes, I'm following.
Okay, you can just
Okay, you can just
mute the mic a little bit because I'm
okay.
getting a feedback here. So I'll be unmuting you when I feel like unmuting you, okay? Okay, so there are things that you have to follow when we talk about it, geometric progression. Basically, this is a series or it's a sequence, or to say. So there are basic things that you have to know. These are, you must talk about the nth term. You must talk about, you must know how to find the common ratio. You must know how to find the sum of a GP or geometric progression. You must also be able to find the sum to infinity. So there are certain formulas that we follow, and in paper 2, I'm sure they are there. You're able to see them right at the first page. Okay, so without wasting much time, let us look at this question because mostly these are the questions that they do ask. Are you able to see that screen?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so now the question reads, that is question number 2. It reads, part A, in a geometric progression, the second term is 21 and the fourth term is 189. So they're telling us to calculate Roman numeral 1. We should calculate the first term and the common ratio. Then in Roman numeral 2, they're saying we find the sixth term. Then in number 3, they're saying we find the sum of the first 5 terms of the progression. So now, in trying to parangashate this one, so in the first place, we must know the what? The formulas. And we know that so we're going to say geometric progression. So the important formulas that you must know under geometric progression are when we include, okay, we can just say terms under GP. So we can begin with A. A symbolizes the first term. We can also talk of the R, which is the common ratio. Then we can talk of the how do we find this common ratio? So the formula for common ratio is found by, so R is equal to T2 divide T1. Then we can also talk about the nth term is given by Tn is equal to AR to power n minus 1. So this is the formula that we use for the nth term. Then we have got two formulas in finding the what? The sum to, or rather the sum. So we have got the first one is represented by Sn is equal to, okay, let me just erase this part. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. Let me just okay. So Sn is given by A, then in the brackets we have got 1 minus r to power n over 1 minus r. This is only convenient when the modulus of r is less 1. Then we have got the other formula for finding the sum to infinity, which is given by Sn is equal to A. Then we have got r to power n minus 1 over r minus 1. Then this one here, which is down here, it is convenient when the modulus of r is greater than 1. Then the other formula that you have to know is the sum to infinity. So the formula for the sum to infinity is given by sum to infinity is given by a over 1 minus r. So these are the formulas that you have to consider when we talk about geometric progression. Are you there? So here it is n minus 1 there. Are you there, Gesho?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay. So you must know these formulas. Eh? I'm sure they are there when you check them. So this, we said this T2 divide T1 there. Okay. So now, in the first part, let me just erase these formulas. You're going to master them. So, in our question, we have been told that we have got the second term. We have been given the second term, and we have also been given the what? The fourth term. So they're saying that the second term is 21. So we go to our notice board there. Okay. So now we are saying the second term is 21. Then they're also saying that the fourth term is 189. So now, what comes into your mind when you try to find the solution for this one? So here they are just
Sorry,
the,
sir. Wait, sir,
yes,
sir.
yes.
Is it the first term? Is it 41 or 14? Because you've written 14.
No,
Or is it
this is
14th
a
term?
comma. This is a comma.
Oh, I thought it's a one.
No, 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 no. It's
Oh,
a comma.
okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So now we are going to go back to the what? To our formulas for the nth term, right? So now in this case, we are going to have two formulas. So the first formula is Tn is equal to AR to power n minus 1. And the other one again is Tn is equal to AR to power n minus 1. But in this case now, we want to find the what? The first term and what? The R, right? So now what do we do? So we are going to divide now, since the fourth term is greater than the what? The second term. So we are going to divide the fourth term, divide what? The second term. So in trying to do that, we should first replace what is our n. So from this, we know that from the second term, we're having a what? 21, right? So meaning the Tn. So according to this, so we are going to say Tn is equal to what? 21. And for the n is equal to what? 2 in the first place. Then for this other one, we are going to say n is equal to what? 4. Are we together there?
Sir, I'm a little bit confused. You're too.
You're confused. I'm too fast.
Yes.
Okay. Let me do this. Okay. Let me do this. Let me do this. Okay. Okay. So we are saying that we want to find the what? We want to formulate two equations that comprise both of the what? The first term and the what? the common ratio. And we know that from the formulas that the ones that I had to put there, we're saying that in order to find the nth term, we use the formula Tn is equal to AR to power n minus 1, right?
Yes.
So you can just unmute your mic so that you communicate. So now we have been given from the question, we have been given the second term and the what? The fourth what? Term, right? So from these, from the information that we have now, it is from these two equations where we have to do what? To formulate our what? Our equations. So one equation, so it's more like we want to have equation 1, and we also want to have what? Equation 2, so that we can find the first term and the what? The common ratio there. So now from the information that you have been given, we're seeing that this 2 is less what? Is less 4, right?
Yes.
So now which one should divide the other? So now I'm saying that we are going to replace now this, because this is the fourth term, and this formula, it is the nth what? Term. So you know that the n from this equation here, from the second one, n is equal to what? 4, right?
Right?
So now it is from this equation whereby uh, we have been given a number again, that the fourth term is equal to what? 189. So we are now going to say this 189 is the same as what? T4 or T4 or Tn. So if you want to replace in this equation, right?
Okay.
Yes. So now we are going to formulate the top equation. So now we are going to say, we begin now solving. We are going to say, since the first term, we are saying that n is equal to what? N is equal to 4. So now we are going to say a r to power 4 minus 1 is equal to, so the fourth term is given by what? 189, right?
Yes.
Then we are going to divide through by what? We are going to divide this term by this other term now, where n is equal to what? 2. And the Tn, so for this one, the Tn is equal to what? The Tn is equal to this 21 there. And the n is equal to this one here, the 2. Right?
Yes.
So now we're going to say a r to power what? 2 minus 1. Then we have been given there, it is what? 21, right?
Yes.
So we have formulated the what? The equation from that, right? So we can proceed now. You know that a to power r. Then what is 4 minus 1?
It is 3.
3, right? Over. What is, this is AR. What is 2 minus 1?
That is 1.
Yeah, you can just leave it as R to power 1. If you want, you can put R to power 1 or just R, right?
Yes.
So there, we maintain 189 over 21. So we continue on the other side. So now you can see that you can divide there. There is something that you can cancel out from this. You can see that this A can cancel with this A, right?
Yes.
And there you have got how many R's? You have got 3 R's, right? So when you divide the R to power 3 divide R, what do you have?
You have R squared.
R squared, eh? Yes, so it will be R squared is equal to, so what is 21 into 189? Ingena mokangati, or how many times does 21 go into 189? Hmm?
Hapo manja uko sawa, calculator zili kwa fupi.
If ni konkara pafupi calculator. Hmm?
Ah,
But still,
yes,
Mukairi, I guess it's 9, right?
yes.
So when you do 21 by that by 9, because 9 times 1, you have got what?
Okay.
Aye.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
nine child. Okay.
Kwa each eye, okay. So there you have
Yes,
got
sir.
what? 9. Then from there, you can find the value of r, right? You just take the square roots from
Just
both
take
what?
the square root
Sides,
both sides.
right? Because 9 is a perfect what? Square. Right?
Right. Yes.
So you can find that.
So you can find
So
that.
this square root will cancel out with these two. Then the square root of 9 is what? So r is equal to what? Positive or negative 3. But in this case, we just consider the what? The positive part. Right?
Yes.
Because when you go into, if you want, you can say, okay, r is equal to positive or negative what? 3. But when you take this positive 3 in modulus, you're going to have what? 3. And again, negative 3 in modulus, you're going to have what? 3. You know those absolute values, right?
Yes.
That's the reason why we just consider r to be what? The positive part, like that. Meaning you have your value for what? For r.
Yeah.
Are we together up to that stage?
Yes, sir. I'm following.
You're following, eh? Okay. So
Yes.
now, since now we have got the value of r, now we can just go back to our equations. You can choose either the top equation here, which is here, or the without cancelling them, without the cancelled ones, because we have got the equations to be, we have got ar to power 3 is equal to what? 189 as equation 2, right?
Yes.
Then the other one is just ar is equal to what? 21. So you can just choose from n. Which one should we get?
I think we go for
For equation what?
the first, the second, the equation two.
The equation 2, the one which is on top.
Yes.
So now, as you choose, you should try to choose something that will save your time,
Okay.
because remember it's an exam. So I recommend that you go with equation 1, but the answer will still be the same. So we can try both of them.
Okay. No problem.
So we start with equation 2. Let me just, can I erase the top part here?
Yes.
I can erase it.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Let me do this. So we go with the equation what? Equation 2. So with the equation 2, or in Roman numeral
Roman
II,
numeral II.
let me use the things that you're familiar with. Good. I don't know why I'm failing to do it. Okay. So we are saying that
So
when r is equal to
R
3
is equal to
in equation what? In
30.
equation 2. So we are going to replace where there's r with what? With a 3, right?
Yes.
Because we want to find the value of what? Of a. So we're
Value of
going to
what?
say a.
So we're going to say
Then
A.
on r,
Then
we are going to replace with what?
R,
3 to power what? 3. Since it is to power 3, right?
yes.
And then is equal to
Equal to
189.
1.
So you can simplify that one. What is 3 to power 3? 3 times 3 times 3.
7.
27, like
Yes.
that. Is equal to 189. Then to find the value of a,
Then
you're
to
going to divide through by what? 27, even there, 27, right?
7, right?
Are we together?
Are we together? Yes. We are
So you can
together, sir.
cancel out
So you
this
can
one.
cancel.
Then there you remain with what? A. So A is equal to what is 27 into 189? Hmm?
Is it
Hmm?
Maybe you help me.
I help you.
So I don't know how to simplify the numbers.
Hmm.
Just know how
Are you
to
sure?
use the calculator.
Okay, we can, before we use a calculator, let me show you. We can see that 9 is a factor of both 189 and 27, right?
Yes.
What is 9 into 18?
9 to 18, 2,
It is 2. Then 9 into 9,
1,
1. Then what is 9 into 27?
3.
3. So meaning we are having 21 over what? 3, right?
Yes.
What is 3 into 21?
3 into 20, 20 into 21.
Eh,
It is
hmm? Isn't it 7?
7. Yes. Yeah. 7 times 3 is 21. Yes.
It is 7, right?
Sir.
So you must be very fast because these numbers, they are simple. You just look at the number, then you find the answer. Hmm? So now, so meaning you have your first what? So you are going to say, therefore, A is equal to 7 and R is equal to what? 3. Then A is the what? The first term, and R is the what? The common ratio. You are done with it, but what? Um, you are done with this part I. Is that difficult?
No, it is not.
It is
But
not.
it is
Huh? You
confusing.
get your free
There are a
3
lot of.
marks. Hmm?
Okay.
There are a
Yes,
lot of
sir.
what?
I've gotten
Ah.
it. A lot of calculations.
You just have to be fast. You have to be
Oh,
speedy and accurate.
all right.
So don't leave out anything. When you see that question, start smiling. Mhm. Mhm. So can I erase now everything?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Just erase so that we look into the other part. So in paper one, mostly they don't bring these formulas and everything. So some of them you must know them, especially for AP, for arithmetic progression. They rarely bring the formulas.
Okay.
Okay, so just ignore about this one. Okay, so now we now go to what? To the other question. So the other question is saying we find the sixth term. So again from this um the sixth term, we are going to use the formula for the nth term. And we said that the formula for the nth term is given by Tn is equal to AR to power n minus 1. Now, since we have got the values of A, we said A is equal to, uh, sorry about that. Okay, so the formula, we have got the first term is equal to what? 7, right?
Yes.
Then R, we said R is equal to what? 3.
3.
Yes. So now we are just going to replace them here. And since they are talking of the what? The sixth term, right? So meaning n is equal to what? 6. So this is our data. N is equal to what? 6. Then you just replace in the formula, you're going to have your answer. So this one will reduce to T6 is equal to, so the first term we said it is 7 times our R is 3. Oh, sorry about that. Cool. Please. Okay, there we have got 3. Then we are saying that now n is equal to what? We said n is equal to 6. So we're going to say 6 minus 1, right?
Yes.
Then we continue. So T6 or T or the sixth term is equal to 7. So now the number that is in the brackets is the one that is having the power there. So what is 6 minus 1?
6 minus 1 is
Yes, it is what? 5, huh?
5.
Then now we are going to continue. 7. What is 3 to power 5?
3 to power 5.
Yes.
That is
Hmm?
3 to power 5.
Yes.
It is
It is what?
45, sir.
Are you sure? I've lost my board. Okay. So it will be 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Right? So I've got 5 threes. Right? So here I've got 9. Here you've got 9. So what is 9 times 9? 81.
9,
Right?
9 times
It is
1.
81. Right?
Yes.
So 81 times 3. 3 times 1 it is 3. 3 times 8 is what? 24, right?
4. Yes.
So meaning it is 7 times 243, right?
Okay. Yes.
So we continue. What is 7 times 243? So we are just going to say times what? 7 here. What is 7 times 3? It is 21, right?
Yes.
Remainder 2. 7 times 4 is what? 28, right?
7 times 4.
It's 28, right? So 28 plus 2,
Yes.
30, right?
8.
Carry 3. 7 times 2 is 14. 14 plus 3, you have got what? 17. Right?
Yes.
So you have got 1,700 and what? 1. This is your what?
1.
Your 60 term. Are we together?
Sir, I'm following.
Thank you. So if you want, you can prove this one. Otherwise, if you want, you're going to find that this answer is correct. Can you do
Then
that?
how can we prove it? Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Okay, we confirm, what? Because
Yes.
this is mathematics and I like following the procedures so that you can appreciate the beauty of mathematics. Right? Maybe one day you also need to be a mathematician, especially when you go to UNZA. In first year, you have to do these things. Hmm?
Dear mathematician, sir.
Eh. Okay, so let us prove this. Huh? So now
Yes.
we are saying that the first term is what? We said the first term is 7.
7.
Then you have got
Yes.
our R to be what? 3. So now we want to formulate a GP of the form. So the first term we're saying it is 7. The second term we have got what? 21, according to the information that we have, right?
Yes.
Then we don't know the third what? Term. But we have got the fourth term to be 189. We don't know the fifth term. We don't know the what? The sixth what? Term. So we can find these numbers, right?
Yes.
So this is how a GP should look like. So we are saying that to find T, this is term what? Okay, let's just try to find the T3 there. So we want to find the T3 there. So T3 will be what? You know that the common ratio, the way we find the common ratio, it is T2 divide what? to find a term where it is standing. We are saying that you do T2 divide what? T1, right?
Yes.
So now we want to find the T3. So how do we find that T3?
We divide. We are going to say 21 divided by 7.
It is what?
If we divide 21 into 7, it will be
So you are going to have the common ratio of what? 3, right?
3.
So now it is as good as multiplying times 3 to the previous what? 10. Right?
Okay. Yes.
Are you getting that one? So when you
Yes,
multiply
I am.
21 times what? 3. What do you have?
We are going to have 81.
We are going to have 81, right? So 3 times 1 is what? 3.
3.
Then 3 times 2 is what?
6.
So you have got what? 60 what?
There's 3. There's 3.
63.
Yes.
So now we want to find the fourth term. Let us confirm if it is 189, the fourth term. So let us see. So to find the T4, let us see, multiply 63 times what? Times 3.
Times 3.
What is 3 times 3?
3 times 3.
Yes, it's 9, eh?
Yes.
Then 3 times 6, it is what? 18, which is equal to that one there, right?
Yes. I'm following that.
Okay, we find our T5 now. So now we are going to multiply 189 times what? Times 3. Since the common ratio is what? It is a 3. So what is 3 times 9?
27.
27, eh? So we put 7 carry 2. What is 3 times 8?
24.
24 plus 2.
24 plus 2, that is 26.
26, eh? We carry a 2, eh?
Yes.
So what is 3 times 1?
3.
Then we've carried the what? A 2, right? So it would be 5 what? 67, right?
Yes.
So this is 567. This is the 50th term. So now we are going to T what? 6. We want to find to see if it is equal to this one. So we're going to say 567 times 3. What is 3 times 7?
21.
21. We carry 2, right? What is 3 times 6?
8.
It is what? 18.
24.
Huh?
18. 8.
It is 18, eh?
Yes, sir.
So 18 plus 2.
18 plus 2, that is 20.
Okay, we put a 0, carry what? 2. What is 3
Carry 2.
times 5?
15.
15 plus 2.
That is 17, sir.
17, eh? Is this number equal to this one here?
Yes, sir.
It is, eh?
Yes.
So meaning we have the correct what? The correct
Correct.
answer. You see that you can prove these things, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so let us, anything difficult with this?
No.
You are clear, eh?
Yes.
Okay, so in the remaining 1 minute, let me see if you can tackle the last one there. In 1 minute, so part, check the part 3. Cool. So part 3. So in part 3, they are saying that we should find Where is my paper? Okay, in part 3, we should find the sum of the first 5 terms of the progression. So, since we had those numbers there, if you want, you can just add them, or you can use the formula. Aye.
Okay, so since
Uh-huh.
you said that if we want, we can add. So we are
Eh,
going to add, let's say,
7,
plus 21
the first
plus.
5, you're going to find the same answer. But
Oh,
yes.
okay.
So if you are ready to use the formula, you can use the other
Just
way.
just add. Okay.
Yes. But in this case, I'm sure they need you to use a formula